biological functions of human physiology.
ICMR, what does ICMR center exist? Okay. Yellow fever, jaundice yellow fever variation. Project vaccination program. The liver hepatitis. Otherwise, difference between virus and bacteria. Semi-arid topics on the region of the flora fauna, climate is all.
They're all the prime minister, the chairman.
Sir. Sir, voice audible alla sir.
பேசவே இல்லை. அவங்க யாரும் பேசுறாங்க, தள்ளின்னு பேசுறாங்க.
இல்ல சார், கிளாரிட்டி இல்ல சார்.
என்னோட வாய்ஸ் ரொம்ப இருக்கு சார்.
Is that my voice clear? Yes, can you hear me now? So clear or not?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Some issue in the connectivity. Okay, fine. Let us see. So, what you were telling?
Topic with the past.
In the last topic we were talking about.
Institutions where PMs are chairman.
The institutions for which the PM is the ex officio chairperson. Most important, most important sense, what appears on the newspaper regularly and what is more importantly connected to the newspaper issues. For instance, National Biodiversity Wildlife Board, National Board for Wildlife. Niti Aayog, as usual, see two obvious things. And whatever is coming often in the news, on the area, always I tell you, don't bend backwards. Don't waste time. Just skim through the newspaper, you will get institutions. That will be enough. Then I told you to look into ICRISAT, right? ICRISAT, you can make note of the following. Aspects relating to ICRISAT you can make note of. And as you know, it is located in Hyderabad. Headquarters is located in Hyderabad. The major areas of operation. Poverty and hunger, malnutrition, malnutrition, environmental degradation, empowerment of women, climate change, digital agriculture. See, this is important for your mains as well. I posted the details in the Viewcom group, Telegram. Just see. ICRISAT's strategy for four-pronged strategy for tackling poverty, drought, and degradation. That also I'm posting in the Telegram. Growing drought tolerant and climate resilient crops. Action to replace affected crops with those that are more drought tolerant. Then efficient management of natural resources, empowering stakeholders through capacity building, enabling rural institutions and formulating policies. That also I have shared in the Telegram. Semi-arid tropical regions, largest region in India with 70% of the country's total cropped area is semi-arid tropics. This data you can take up. And it supports 40% of the population and contributes to 45% of the total food supplies. The 70% of the total cropped area is in the semi-arid tropics. And 40%, this region supports 40% of the population and contributes to 45% of the total food supplies. Now I am posting one more sentence in the Telegram group. You can just see that. Sorghum, millet, cowpea, chickpea, pigeon pea, and groundnut are among the vital crops that feed people living in the semi-arid tropics. And ICRISAT's area of specialization in India. That also I am posting on the Telegram group. There are 4 areas which ICRISAT is focusing in India. So these are important for both your prelims and mains. All right. Amari, we have this year we have got the record production of agricultural commodities. The record production in the agricultural sector. That also you can make note of. With the rice, we are the largest producers, 127.93 million tons. Rice, wheat, maize, pulses, sugarcane, rapeseed and mustard. These are all record productions, highest ever production. All right. So ICRISAT kuda, along with this, you also see the geography areas of these. Two things I want in the information or prelims, the record production or the record production on the food crops. Is it called a geographic requirement in that? Similarly, semi-arid tropics, already I've told you, but still go through it. I reiterate. Put it now.
Okay.
இது எல்லாமே கரண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்கிற விஷயங்கள்.
சரி.
Let's go to today's thing. I also told you to get into the ideas of Article 14, 20, 21. So next is wet bulb temperature. See, wet bulb temperature is a measure of humidity in the air. And what normally they do is thermometer bulb. Imagine a thermometer's bulb. Thermometer's bulb is covered with a wet wet cloth. It will be covered with a wet cloth, and the temperature is measured. What will happen if the thermometer is, assume this is a thermometer and this is a bulb of the thermometer. The bulb wet cloth potona, obviously what happens, the air from outside will try to absorb the moisture content in the wet cloth. Thereby it will have an impact on the temperature. Thermometer aduketha mari temperature read panum. So what is the temperature that the cloth la irukka temperature dana thermometer la measure agum. So which means how much is the temperature in the air at that point in time. Upon the air வந்து எவ்வளவு humidity இருக்குங்கிறது measure தெரியும். Now this wet bulb temperature is used to identify the humidity conditions of any locality, and thereby it is used to infer the changes of the climatic conditions of that locality. இப்போ the IPCC Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, they have in their one of their study reports, they have reported that Indian cities are facing multiple climate hazards. முக்கியமா வந்து what they are saying is Lucknow and one another city, they say they are more moving towards they are crossing the threshold of wet bulb temperature of 35 degrees Celsius. Which means the temperature in that city is increasing. As a result, they'll have more unusual climatic conditions. They will face climatic hazards. Lucknow and Patna. Lucknow and Patna, and Chennai is also there. There are other cities which are identified for major risk of climatic risks. Chennai is one among the cities. They will face unusual or inconsistent rainfalls, unusual high rainfalls, and we may also face unusual urban floods. Warning. So idhula vandu interesting concept is wet bulb temperature. So just to make note of them. Idha concept. Right? And relatively climate idu paathukonga. Climatology, you know what is climatology. Different climates, climatic conditions and the aspects paathukonga. The next is Miria or the Dream, which was the world's largest cargo aircraft, which was devastated or which was irreparably damaged in the Russian attack on Ukraine. Avladha illa vera onnum periya information kedayadhu. Was the world's largest the 6-engined and 32 wheeled landing gear oda ulla or aircraft, cargo aircraft, world's largest cargo aircraft. No more it will fly. 1988 it had its first flight, but now it has been destroyed because of the Russian attack on Ukraine. Avladha illa ketta idu kekkalam illata they will not ask you, that's all. Then the Montreux Convention. The Montreux Convention, Montreux Convention is regarding the regime of the straits that was entered into in the year 1936. Again, if you see, Montreux Convention, it grants rights to Turkey with respect to two important straits, Bosphorus and sorry, Dardanelles Strait, Bosphorus and Dardanelles Strait. These straits are sometimes called as Black Sea Straits or Turkish Straits. Turkish Straits, it's also known as
Black Sea.
Black Sea Strait. Why is it now in news suddenly? Very simple. It is in news because Turkey is invoking the Montreux Convention to stop the Russian ships. The Russian ships are now stopped. Now the Russian ships will not be getting access to these straits. The straits allow any ship that is already found in the Black Sea can move away and go to Mediterranean Sea. Or if any ship of Russia that is registered in the Black Sea port can get back to the Black Sea port, that alone will be permitted, and nothing otherwise it will not be permitted to use. Russia will not be permitted to use Black Sea port anymore. This is the convention fundamental idea. Ukraine requested Turkey to exercise its power under the Montreux Convention. And so Turkey was apprehensive, but now Turkey has decided to go against Russia and take this action against Russia. So this convention gives a total control of the two straits to Turkey. Turkey will have complete control over these two straits. And Turkey will have the right to, or it will have the authority to either permit or not to permit any ships. This is not a new thing for us because we have already we already have decided to go through various straits as well as seas bordering எல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டோம். போகணும்னு பார்க்கணும்னு சொல்லியிருக்கோம். ஸோ நமக்கு தெரியாதில்ல. But yet, which are the countries, which are the littoral states of Black Sea? எடுத்து பார்க்கலாம். If you have the map with you, just go to the Europe map and look into Black Sea. Black Sea oda littoral states இதெல்லாம் பாரு. If you have the atlas with you, you can go through it. நல்லா இருக்கு.
Sir, GRT, Georgia, Russia, Turkey. Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine. GRT.
இதெல்லாம் ஜார்ஜியா,
Georgia,
ரஷ்யா,
Turkey.
டர்க்கி. ஓகே.
Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine. What is GRT?
I'm sharing the Black Sea image in the Telegram group. Approved Russia and Georgia. Approved Russia and Georgia. Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine, Turkey. Russia is approved on Georgia. That's Black Sea. Why is it called as Black Sea? That's a different thing. And one more map I'm sharing. That image is much more clearer than the one I already shared with you. This map. Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine, Russia, Georgia, and Turkey. So Turkish states. This map contains the name Turkish states. So Turkish states are Bosphorus and Dardanelles. So these states are to be closed for Russian access. That is the main news. Montreux Convention in Montreux. This is a very important question. What is Montreux Convention? Could be a question. Montreux Convention deals with climate change. Climate change or international sea borders. This one அது மாதிரி கேட்கலாம். புரியுதா? அது மாதிரி தான் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Previously, that is how they have asked the question. What is Montreal Protocol?
Registered for Ramsar wetlands. Sorry, sir. Montreux record.
What is Montreal Protocol? Montreal Protocol. What is it for?
The ozone layer depleting substance.
Ozone layer depleting substance. Substances that deplete ozone layer. Montreal. That was once asked in the prelims. What does Montreal Protocol deal with? They've asked it. So regarding that also, you just take care of that as well. Montreal Protocol, Montreal Protocol, I think it is also having its 25th anniversary. 25th or 35th under 87 or 97. 87. That was asked in the prelims. Montreal Protocol was asked in the prelims. That is what I'm telling you. Montreal Protocol, Montreal Protocol deals with. So the same way, what is this Montreux Convention? Question, more likely question is that Montreux Convention in Nanke. Apart from that, they can ask you Bosphorus Strait or Dardanelles Strait, what does it connect? So Bosphorus Strait connects Sea of Marmara and Black Sea. Plus Dardanelles Strait connects Sea of Marmara and Aegean Sea. On the other side of the Black Sea, you will have the Caspian Sea. On the other side, you'll have Caspian Sea. So the Turkish states on the countries landmass and the landmass. It's between Bulgaria and Turkey. That is also another question. which are the states? Crimean Peninsula near Sea of Azov and below Ukraine, which Russia has annexed. All right. So Montreux Convention is invoked by Turkey, and the Bosphorus and Dardanelles Straits are very important states known as Black Sea Straits or Turkish Straits. It's very important for Russian and European systems because of the simple reason that over about 3 million barrels of oil, that is about 3% of the global supply produced in Russia, Azerbaijan, and Kazakhstan pass through this waterway. As well as this is a route for the large amount of iron and steel and agricultural products from Black Sea coast to Europe. So it is more connected to these straits are very important for the economic activities in Europe and also important for Russia. Russia, Azerbaijan, then Kazakhstan is important because they are from the Central Asian countries. Of these Central Asian countries will have to get access, export access on the sea access in the Black Sea will one down. That is why it is important. But when the waterways are important, Strait of Hormuz is becoming important. Bosphorus Strait and Dardanelles Strait is becoming important. Bosphorus Strait, we have seen that even the class Aram children and Bosphorus Strait. Suez Canal is again coming to the news. And Suez Canal is also in news. Egypt is now increasing the tariff rate increase, 10% tariff rate increase. That will have an impact on the global trade movement. So Suez Canal, Suez Canal, it is in Egypt between Port Said in the north and Port Suez in the south. That links Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. What is Horn of Africa? What is Horn of Africa? Horn of Africa. Which are the countries that are found in the Horn of Africa? Those are online. You can also answer this question. Which are the countries that are located in the Horn of Africa?
Sir, Somalia,
Sudan, அப்புறம்
Sudan, Horn of Africa
மேல வரும் சார், ரெண்டு கண்ட்ரிக்கு மேல வரும்.
But Horn of Africa Sudan வருமா? The countries that constitute Horn of Africa Sudan வருமா? வராது. இருக்கா? Which are the countries considered to be Horn of Africa countries?
Sudan, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, and
Djibouti. See, to be very precise, மூணு country தான். Somalia, Ethiopia, Kenya. இது மூணு தான் to be very precise. But the broader definitions also include these countries. Djibouti, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya, Sudan, Uganda. Uganda include பண்ணுவாங்க சில இதுல. But particularly these three. இந்த மூணு countries ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. Why is it news? Because there is hunger and extreme hunger in Horn of Africa. Exactly on the Horn of Africa side la இது வருது பாரு. Suez Canal வருது பாரு. North of Suez Canal northல இந்த பக்கம் அது என்ன ஸ்ட்ரைட்? கீழ Gulf of Aden பக்கத்துல இருக்குல என்ன ஸ்ட்ரைட்? ஏமனுக்கும் சோமாலியாவுக்கும் நடுவுல இருக்கும் பாரு. So இங்க பாத்துக்கோங்க, Suez Canal பாத்துக்கோங்க. Once there was a question asked. Sudan வராது, மேப்ல வரும், but Sudan வராது. Broader definition include பண்ணுவாங்க, but specifically Somalia, Ethiopia and Kenya. These three countries are called as countries of Horn of Africa. Because it is Horn of Africa, sometimes referred to as Somali Peninsula. It is the Somali Peninsula. Map la pathina irukum. Somali Peninsula da Horn of Africa nu solluvom. ஆப்பிரிக்கா கொஞ்சமா இருக்கும். தைலகும்பமா இருக்கும். அதாவது ஹார்ன் ஆஃப் ஆப்பிரிக்கான்னு பேரு. That is why it is called as Gulf of Aden பக்கத்துல. And in the 2021-22 it is found that there is too severe hunger in the Horn of Africa. See, because of the Suez Canal as well as the hunger and extreme hunger in Horn of Africa countries, this area becomes in news. இப்போ இத முன்னாடி எப்படி கேட்டிருக்காங்கன்னா air routes கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Previously once it was asked in the prelims, like when you travel from Bombay to Alexandria, which of the cities you will cross? When you want to travel from Bombay to Alexandria, போனேன்னா எந்த சிட்டியை நீ கிராஸ் பண்ணுவ? இது prelims question. It was a question that was asked in the previous years. The question I'm searching, if possible, I can put you. Sometimes UPSC asks very interesting questions like this. Now, which of the cities you will cross when you want to reach Alexandria, when you travel from Bombay? Air routes. Air routes and sea routes பார்த்துச்சுக்கோங்க. Again, see, all these things you don't have to study. Your atlas will give you. If you are good at using your atlas, you will be able to answer so many questions. Geography cover ஆயிடும். நீ புக் எடுத்து படிக்க தேவையில்லை. All right. So the Horn of Africa la பாத்துக்கோங்க. Horn of Africa is also in news. Along with that, Suez Canal is in news. Right? So Suez Canal connects Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea, but it is not a natural; it is artificial. Got it? Sure. Suez Canal பத்தி NCERT bookல இருக்கு. And about 10% of the global trade, including 7% of the world's oil flow through, is transported through Suez Canal. A navigable freshwater canal from Nile also joins the Suez Canal in Ismailia to supply fresh water to the port Said and Suez. இதெல்லாம் NCERT-ல இருக்கு. So port Said எங்க இருக்குன்னு பாத்துக்கோங்க. And it says that NCERT book says Suez Canal gives Europe a new gateway to the Indian Ocean and reduces the direct sea route distance between Liverpool and Colombo compared to the Cape of Good Hope route. Cape of Good Hope route, now full Africa you have to circumfare பண்ணி வரணும். Whereas you cutting across Africa, not Labde. All right. So from Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea, Pacific Ocean வந்து Mediterranean Sea வந்து அப்படியே Red Sea வந்து அப்படியே Indian Ocean. So it reduces the distance from Liverpool to Colombo through when compared to the Cape of Good Hope route. So Suez Canal பாத்துக்கோங்க. The next is swift payment system. What do you mean by swift payment system? The Russia-Ukraine warல பார்த்திருப்பீங்கல்ல. Russia was first வந்து Russia sanctions போடும்போது Russia was excluded from SWIFT. Then later last month வந்து I think in March Belarus மேல ஒரு sanction போட்டாங்க. Again Belarus was also excluded from SWIFT. What is SWIFT? So SWIFT is an acronym. Right? Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. It's a secure platform for financial institutions to exchange information about global monetary transactions, such as money transfer. Actually, SWIFT does not actually transfer money. It operates as a middleman, verify the information of transactions, and secure the financial services. நீ பணம் வந்து கொடுக்கணும், வெஸ்டர்ன் மணி யூனியன் மாதிரி வச்சுக்கோங்க. நீ வந்து பணத்தை ஆக்சுவலா போய் யார்ட்டையும் கொடுக்கணும். இப்போ நான் உனக்கு ஒரு பணம் கொடுக்க போறேன்னு வச்சுக்கோ, ஒன்றும் இல்லை, கூகுள் பேல நான் உனக்கு பே பண்றேன், paying 1000 rupees over Google Pay. Do I actually transfer money? It's only a book entry. Book entry தான். ஏடா என் அக்கௌண்ட்ல எவ்வளவு இருக்கு, உன் அக்கௌண்ட்டுக்கு அது வந்துருச்சு, அவ்வளவுதான். So SWIFT is like interbanks. So it is based in Belgium. It is overseen by the central banks of 11 industrial countries like Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Netherlands, Sweden, Switzerland, UK, USA, along with Belgium. Yeah. So SWIFT னா என்னன்னு பாத்துக்கோங்க. That could be a question. This is electronic transfer system. So if SWIFT transactions are not permitted to Russia and Belarus, they will not be able to, actually transfer money or the economy. They have to go in for internet based upon it. They go in for older methods, which is not faster. இப்போதைக்கு SWIFT, you go in, know this SWIFT payment system for the prelims this much, but keep an eye on SWIFT system and electronic digital payment methods for your mains. Mark பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. More likely to be asked in the mains also. All right. Next, the National Milk Day. So November 26 is celebrated as National Milk Day to commemorate birth anniversary of Dr. Varghese Kurian. The 2021 is his birth centenary. அது 26/11 ஞாபகம் வச்சுங்க. நீ வர்கீஸ் குரியனடா, சரி. ஸோ இவனை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. 26 நவம்பர். இது வேற 26/11 வேற ஒரு நெகட்டிவ் வேற இருக்கு. மும்பை அட்டாக். மும்பை அட்டாக் அதையும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ. 26/11 Dr. Varghese Kurian's birth anniversary. This year, 2021 marks his birth centenary and National Milk Day celebrate பண்றதுனால. So Dr. Varghese Kurian, he was born in Kozhikode, Calicut, now called as Kozhikode, and he was instrumental in bringing about the milk cooperative movement in the region of Kozhikode. Then Cooperative Milk Producers Union konundaru, which was later renamed as Amul. And he was very important in bringing about Operation Flood and White Revolution in India. Under his leadership, Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited and National Dairy Development Board, they both were instituted due to his efforts. And why did India need white revolution? The milk production was stagnant during 90s, 50s and 60s, and there were negative growth with respect to the milk production, annual growth rate was negative. And annual growth rate of the milk production during the first decade, that is 1947 ல இருந்து 57 வரைக்கும். அந்த டைம்ல it was only 1.64%. Later, the growth rate declined to 1.15%. And the per capita consumption of milk was only 124 grams per day. And it also fell down to 107 grams per day in 1970s. And Verghese Kurian began to think about, white revolution, and this white revolution in India was known as Operation Flood. It was known as Operation Flood. The need. So Operation Flood was implemented in 3 different phases. All right. So what is Operation Flood? I'm sharing the PPT now. Other informations are there. See, these phases are not that very important. I think this can also be important for your mains. And I'm sharing in the PPT, I'm also sharing the state-wise production of milk in India. It has state-wise production of milk in India, I'm sharing. Of that, UP is the highest producer with contributing about 17.6% of the total production. Then comes Rajasthan, which is producing which is contributing 10.5%. And third is Andhra Pradesh, which contributes 9.6%. Fourth is Gujarat, 7.7%. Fifth is Punjab, 7%, 7.3%. So the milk production, which are the states on the ranking, and Operation Flood, at present, India has the largest population of livestock as well as the largest producer of milk in the world. In order to keep that high, as well as to promote assistance to milk producers, the Dairy Shahakar scheme has also been launched. The Dairy Shahakar scheme, it was launched at the Anand district, Gujarat, to commemorate the 75th foundation of Amul. So it can also be asked in the mains. Milk production. Prelims milk related nutrition facts. The biochemical aspects of milk. What are the chemicals found in milk? Milk related diet and nutritional facts. All right. The Dairy Shahakar scheme. It will be implemented by the National Cooperative Development Corporation, which is under the Ministry of Cooperation. This is part of Atmanirbhar Bharat, as well as doubling the farmers' income scheme. Doubling the farmers' income scheme. All right. So nutritional facts of milk, diet and aspects, biochemical aspects of milk, and the pie diagram I'll be sharing with you, the order of the states with respect to milk production, and overall livestock population. And if possible, go to the NCERT book and find out what are the institutes relating to livestock. Is there an institute relating to livestock?
Department of Animal
Department கேட்கல. For example, Hisarல Central Institute for Research and Buffaloes இருக்கு. Central Institute for research on buffaloes. It is in Hisar. இந்த மாதிரி இருந்தா பாத்துக்கோங்க. I will not recommend you to go and bend backwards to search this. Just keep that in your mind. Whenever you are free, அப்படி ஒரு search பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. Skim through பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. Sometimes this can be also a question. Alright? சரி. இது எதுக்காக அப்படின்னா there are schemes. இப்போ ஆபரேஷன் ஃப்ளட் இருக்குல்ல, தி ஆபரேஷன் ஃப்ளட் அப்ஜெக்டிவ்ஸ் வந்து இன்க்ரீசிங் மில்க் ப்ரொடக்ஷன், ஆக்மெண்டிங் ரூரல் இன்கம்ஸ் அண்ட் ரீசனபிள் பிரைசஸ் ஃபார் த கன்சியூமர்ஸ். இது அப்ஜெக்டிவ். அண்ட் வித் தட் தே ஹவ் வாட் எவர் தே ஹவ் அச்சீவ்ட் இருக்கட்டும். அண்ட் கரண்ட் சினாரியோ ஆஃப் த டைரி செக்டார் இன் இந்தியா ஆல்சோ ஐ ஹவ் கிவன் in the today the PPT what I'm going to share, and it will be containing that as well. India is the largest producer of milk with 198.4 million tons production, and average per capita availability of milk is 406 grams per day. It's much more than the world average of 3.5 grams per day. நல்லா பாத்துக்க, இதுல ஒரு சேட்டை இருக்கு. The per capita availability, is it accessible and affordable to people is question. அதுல போனா per capita consumption இருக்கான்னு கேட்டா கிடையாது. Be careful about it. Per capita consumption is very less. இதுதான் அந்த bureaucratic way of camouflaging the statistics. Lie, damn lie and statistics மாதிரி. புழுகு அண்ட புழுகு அப்புறம் வந்து புள்ளி விவரம் சொல்றது அது மாதிரி ரொம்ப டிப்ளமேட்டிக்கா வந்து the per capita availability of the milk is 406 grams, which is much more than the world average of 305 grams per day. It's available. Are people accessing to it, and is it affordable for people to buy that? That is questionable. Just check with that. There are schemes and programs of the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy, and the ministries are programs regarding milk. One of the Rashtriya Gokul Mission. I'll give you, don't worry. I'm giving you, just listen. Upon National Program for Dairy Development, then Dairy Infrastructure Development Fund, then Livestock Insurance, the National Livestock Mission, Livestock Health and Disease Control Program, Animal Husbandry Infrastructure and Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund, the Kisan Credit Card Scheme, then supporting dairy cooperatives and farmer producer organizations engaged in dairy activities. These are the schemes that are implemented for improving or as an extension of Operation Flood. Rashtriya Gokul Mission la ungalukku theriyum nariya vaata news theriyite irukku. It's not a new scheme. It has been there for quite some time, but yet there are some of the offbeat areas tangentially they can ask you questions on. All right. Check. So milk, nutritional and diet aspects, biochemical aspects, then whatever in the current affairs, Operation Flood, and about Dr. Verghese Kurian as well. All right. Amuloda products. Sometimes they ask the products as well. Voltas yaar product in get another. For the prelims like it. Voltas yarude product. Tata's. Tata would a centenary celebration, something was going on. So they asked Voltas in the yarude product in getang. So the same way, Amul enna product lam podudun pathukom. Because Amul 75th anniversary, Verghese Kurian's 100th birth anniversary. Apro idu mari National Milk Day. Ekachakama iruka. So try to understand that. Sometimes UPSC focuses on simple facts which are conveniently overlooked by people. Just have a casual understanding of what are the products that Amul do. அவனுக்கு கண்ணாபின்னு எல்லாமே பண்றானுங்கடா. அமுல் சொல்றேன். அமுல் பிராண்ட் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பிராண்ட்ஸ் அமுல் have several brands. So what are the areas where they are operating தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டா போதும். So they have milk, they have butter spreads, cheese, paneer, dahi, beverages, protein products, ice creams, ghee, milk powder, chocolates. எல்லாமே வச்சிருக்கானுங்க. அதனால just know it, அவ்வளவுதான் போதும். Sometimes this kind of questions are also asked. That is why. Hope it's clear. Next, National Panchayat Raj Day. April 24th is celebrated as National Panchayat Raj Day to commemorate the coming into force of the Constitution, 73rd Amendment Act 1992. All right. So 1993, April 24th, the Constitution, 74th Amendment Act came into force. Another, we are commemorating the 73rd Constitution Amendment Act and 74th Constitution Amendment Act. That is the 73rd on the Panchayat Raj in சொல்றோம். So obviously you have to have a clarity about what is Panchayat Raj, provisions relating to the Constitution. Now, Constitution polity class நடத்தும்போது I think I have told you which are all the areas which are important for your prelims. For instance, we can go for a quick recall. First of all, the definitions. So what is a Gram Sabha? No, what is Gram Sabha? Article 243 to 243. See, இதுல ஒரு விஷயம் நல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கணும் நீங்க என்னன்னு சொன்னா, the way the questions have been asked. There was a question asked in the statement question. Statement question எப்படி கேட்டிருந்தாங்கன்னா, the Constitution 73rd Amendment Act inserted 18 articles with respect to Panchayats from Article 243 to 243O. All informations are in the question. Whatever information you will think that to be studied and to know is already in the question. And one thing what you would not have done is you would not have counted whether it was 18 or 20. So 243A ல இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு O வரைக்கும் எவ்வளவு? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. கொடுத்தது 18. Statement is wrong. Howda? In the see, this is that's what I'm telling you. It's a simple fact. Which will adhe mari there are 25 high courts in India. The count. And better have a count also. How many articles are there in part 9? And part 9A. So cooperative single. Part 9 or the 9A.
9B.
Sorry?
9B, sir.
Part 9B. 9A or part 9B separate part. புரியுதா எங்க மிஸ் பண்றது தெரியுதா? சிம்பிள் ஃபேக்ட் பட் யூ வில் ஓவர்லுக் இட். சோ கோஆபரேட்டிவ்ஸ் இதுல வந்து பாத்துக்கோ. இந்த மாதிரி பேசிக் ஃபேக்ட்ஸ் பாத்துக்கோ. அடுத்தது ஆர்டிகல் 243 ல இருக்கிற definitions as well as 243P ல இருக்கிற definition. What is Gram Sabha? What does the population means? What is a village? Who is authorized to declare a village? அதே மாதிரி 243P ல போனேன்னா what is a metropolitan area? Then Constitution of Panchayats, Article 243B. This has been 2-3 times they have asked. 3-tier system, 4-tier system, adu kettukanga. Panchayats, we have 3-tier system: village panchayat, panchayat samiti, that is block panchayat, and the Zilla Parishad, the district panchayat. In the urban local bodies also we have 3-tier system: the Nagar Panchayat, municipal council, and municipal corporation. And over and above that we have metropolitan corporation. Now we have megalopolitan cities, mega cities. And the conditions by which the transition is taken care of: population of the area, population density, percentage of employment in non-agricultural activity, economic importance, and the ability to generate revenue, and any other incidental factors. This has been asked. Amari metropolitan area na enna kettukanga. And then comes the composition of panchayats. This is yet another area where the questions have been repeatedly asked. 243C for panchayats and 243R for municipalities. Then the reservation 243D and 243D, which is very much in news. Nagaland has accepted to grant 243, reservation to women as given in 243D, right? Nagaland கொடுத்துருக்குதா? சரி, அடுத்தது. Which provision of the constitution Panchayat Raj relating to Panchayat Raj was giving exemption to Nagaland? 243M. Let us go to 243M. What is 243M? Ought not apply to certain areas. Panchayat Raj provisions are not applicable to scheduled areas referred to in Article 244 Class 1 and 244 Class 2, Schedule 5 and Schedule 6. It is not applicable to whole state, the whole of the states of Nagaland, Meghalaya, and Mizoram. It is not applicable to hilly areas of the state of Manipur, for which district councils exist. And 243D shall not apply to Arunachal Pradesh. 243M Class 4 provides for how these exempted parts may become applicable to these areas. According to 243M Class 4 Subclass A, the legislature of the states of Nagaland, Meghalaya, and Mizoram can extend this part to whole of the state, except the scheduled areas referred to in Article 244(1) by law. That is exactly what Nagaland has done with respect to 243B. But there is a condition for this legislation. This law can enact if the legislative assembly of the state passes a resolution. 243M class 4 subclass B ல என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, Parliament may by law extend the provisions of this part to scheduled areas and the tribal areas in state of Nagaland, Meghalaya and Mizoram, subject to exceptions and modifications, but it is subject to the condition that the law enacted by the Parliament, if only the legislative assembly of the state passes a resolution to that effect by majority of total membership of the house and by majority of not less than 2/3 of the members of the house that is present and voting. சரியா? ஒன்னு பார்லிமெண்ட் எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணலாம், இல்லட்டா ஸ்டேட்டே எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். பட் ஸ்டேட் எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணனும்னா the law by which the state is extending any provision of the Panchayat Raj part 9 to the states, then it has to be passed by special majority. So இந்த மாதிரி aspects மாத்திரம் பார்த்துக்கொள்ளவும். Right? Am I clear? Guys, am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Panchayat Raj provisions நீங்க பாத்துக்கோங்க. See, whatever we saw in the class during the polity class இருக்குல்ல, அது மட்டும் ஒரு தடவை நீங்க recall பண்ணாலே போதும். Panchayat, but definitely do that because of the national, Panchayat Raj Day. Panchayat Raj Day being observed on April 24th. சரி, அதே மாதிரி e-Gram Swaraj program has been launched last year, 2020. Minister of Panchayat Raj launched this program. This is about this is a platform. அதே மாதிரி projects Swamitwa, that's also going on, right? Mapping of various villages, 60,000 villages in India as well as the 100 cities of India is going to be done, which we have already seen. All right, fine. So இது பார்த்து வச்சுக்கோங்க, then we shall discuss in detail. நீங்க பஞ்சாயத்து ராஜ் provisions பார்த்துட்டு வாங்க, then we can discuss. And how many of you have taken actually the polity question, tests? Third test யாரெல்லாம் எடுத்தீங்க? Third or second test பஞ்சாயத்து ராஜ் வரும்ல? Okay, if you have not taken the test, you just take the test, then we will discuss the questions. Panchayat questions na discuss panna. I already have told you that I'll discuss the questions completely. I'll do that this week. Sorry, next on the Himachal Pradesh has become the first smoke-free state in India. 100% households in Himachal Pradesh have been given with LPG connections. As a result, no more firewoods or smoke, and therefore it has become first LPG enabled and smoke-free state of India. So it has been achieved due to the effective implementation of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana of the Union Government and Himachal Grihini Suvidha Scheme of Himachal Pradesh Government. So Prime Minister's Ujjwala Yojana, padukonga. It was launched in May 6, 2016. The scheme is about deposit-free LPG connection given to eligible households with financial assistance of 1,600 per connection. Prime Minister's Ujjwala Yojana. Take care of that, right? So the next one is 50th year of the statehood for Meghalaya. See, Meghalaya statehood was granted in 21st January 1972. And Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura, all the three states became full-fledged states on this date only under the Northeastern Region Reorganization Act of 1971. So Previously, it was an autonomous state. Previously, it was part of Assam. And it became an autonomous state on 2nd April 1970, then a full-fledged state in 1972. So it was formed from the two districts of Assam, namely the United Khasi Hills and Jaintia Hills and Garo Hills. And Shillong is the capital of Meghalaya. At Meghalaya, tourism attraction, as I already have told you, go through the map of Meghalaya map, geography, and any flora, fauna, and sanctuaries, river streams, climatic conditions, and tourism attraction. Root bridge, ஒரு தடவை கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. மேகாலயால தான் இருக்கு. மேகாலயால இருக்கு. எல்லாம் மணிப்பூர்னு போட்டிருந்தாங்க. It is in Meghalaya. The two-storied root bridge. Cherrapunji is in Meghalaya. So please do go through the map, important cities. And Meghalaya is known for agriculture. 80% of the population live on agriculture, and their mainstay is Meghalaya oranges. Meghalaya oranges. All right. So today I shall share the PPTs to you.